you're thirsty, you're thirsty.
Oh, back in my thirsty day? Fuck yeah, dog. Hey, I say it all the time. A muddy puddle of water is thirst quenching in the desert.
Fucking A.
And you will drink
Like
that bitch like it's an
that
Evian.
187 hours, but I saw a clip where he's like drinking from like a mud puddle.
Fuck yeah, that's why I was never in a drought. Hell no.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm gonna find something to put my dick in.
Yeah. I'm actually trying to...
oh, yeah, director's cut. He sucks his own dick.
Mm-hmm.
That's
when you call the Old Faithful was the one that always answered like at 3 a.m. Hey, what are you doing, girl? Just chilling. Badass. On my way. Yeah. Big old bitch. Got food ready for you and everything.
I'd rather have an ugly chick than one with a lot of kids. I'm not good with kids.
What's the biggest you've gone with toe to toe?
Toe to toe, it was...
I want pounds.
Back in 2004-ish. Big woman. Layers of woman.
Toe to toe, like weight class, what? Super heavyweight?
We're looking Joseph here.
Joseph.
Yeah.
Something like
so
that. I was them thick ass legs, big old calves, having to carry that shit over here all over the place. They always got some big old turkey legs on them, right? Big old girls. Got the fucking carrying 300 pounds, baby.
Completely wasted.
You were wasted?
Wasted, and that's when they introduced a Red Bull, the sugar-free Red Bull. So they were giving samples. So I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I was wired, and then I got more wasted, and I was completely wasted. I started talking to this chick, a big one,
big old girl.
Yeah, she didn't look that big, but when I woke up, Jesus,
who the fuck stole a baby hippo?
I kept rolling. I was still on her,
dude.
Yeah, I woke up. And she's there just lying. And I was like, hey, what's going on? And she's like, I'm just looking at you. And I was like, holy shit.
Hey, bro, I saw my uncle take down a 300-pounder, bro. And he's at least 160, 170. 300-pounder, straight out of prison, had a bald head. And she fucking fucked him. He said that she told him, like, let me get on top. He said he felt like the Wizard of Oz, the little patitas. Yes, you rode him, dog. And then bought him clothes the next day. It was awesome.
It was fucked up if like they both finished and then she like, that's how I get to keep your shoes.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. He said he slammed her in the ass. She never had that before. Of course
That's what they say.
That's what they all say. And then it feels extra comfy. Whoa. It feels a little broken in, baby. Either you need to introduce fiber into your diet or you've done this before. Nope. Taking some dry ass turds.
Look, I'm not saying anyone's been in there before, but I saw some furniture.
Right?
No,
at least saw the marks so they moved it.
I told one, I was like, wow. I was like, she's like, what? She's like, because she said it was, she never had it, and I was like, man, you took it like a champ then. Yeah, she's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Took it like a big girl. You know what I mean? Right?
She just gripped in like a fucking NASCAR racer, just huddled in for the crash. God damn. So this is a vulgar display of podcast. Sorry if I was a little loud, ladies and gentlemen. Just want to remind you.
What fucking ladies are listening to this garbage?
Well, we hope a couple of them.
Well, they started out as gentlemen, but...
Yeah. Well, it's a new world, Jesse. Why don't you catch up?
Yeah. I mean, I identify as a she.
Well, let me put it this way. If somebody came up and wanted to like buy a vulgar display of podcasting t-shirt and they identified as a transsexual individual, I'd assume you brought them to the listener base.
What?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
No, I talk a lot of shit,
That's
but
your
I
base.
don't know any of them.
You know what? I hope to God the one that left his heels in the alley that day I made out, like hears you on here and just like gets a little, light in his heart knowing that you still remember him.
Yeah. She takes off her shirt. Look what he did to me. A bunch of scars.
Yeah.
Like in, what do you call it? Devil's Advocate.
God. When you gave her a hickey, did it feel like a bodybuilder neck? All veiny.
I was dancing with her. Adam's apple was beating up my eyebrow. She was that tall.
I don't know. I feel
every time you kiss a new spot, she's naming the muscle.
Yeah.
Trapezius.
Yeah. Damn. So she was taller than you. You're pretty tall.
No.
Yeah, she was. I know she was.
No, dude.
It's like even with Dennis Rodman and heels.
Even with the heels, she wasn't. She. But like I said, it was accidental. I would have chosen a better one.
A better one? So you picked an ugly chick, but not a handsome guy?
No.
That's what you said. You would have picked a better one. Right. At least with the fake rubber titties. No.
I don't recall.
Dude, would you take a fucking reconstructed vagina out of a penis? Like, would you take that? It's like sitting in a Ferrari, bro. That's like, not even God can make something that perfect.
No, I always say, man, when they turn it into a vagina, it looks like somebody punched the pie to death.
I've never seen one.
on the porno sites.
Yeah. We figured. No.
Yeah, video evidence.
Yeah.
But
looks like somebody punched in a pie. That's a little scary.
yeah. Like, look, I've seen some pictures where you go like, oh, some plastic surgeon out there put a lot of effort into like I can see where he was going here, labia minora, labia majora. Like, oh, that's good work. And it's
you see his signature on the lips, like what the fuck? Not even a pen, just a whole fucking just fold him like that. Dude, the fucking remember the porn magazines back in the day, like the hardcore ones?
Shit, which ones?
Like Fox. I remember finding a Fox magazine under my dad's bed one time. And that was like, I had never seen like dick going into vagina yet until that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of jumped in like the stash I raided when I was young had everything from like Playboy, Penthouse, and Hustler. So I had like the white, and then like some weird like European shit where I was like, okay, that's so you pee on people sometimes. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Have you been on a porn site lately? Have you seen even they are promoting Gay Pride Month? I have not seen so many gay shit on the fucking homepage of a porn site since like this month. Ever.
I just love how
they're pushing it on everybody, bro. It's horrible.
All right, the major porn sites kind of figured out a while back. Like they all have like a little switch up at the top where it has like male, female, and then just everything. It looks like a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking horrible. Like I don't even know what I'm getting hard for. Like you start off like fat ass Latina, and then just fucking two trannies going at it. Like what? Which brings me back to my point: is tranny gay more straight than straight porn?
What?
Is tranny porn more straight than straight porn?
Oh, okay. This is the
Depending
whole...
on what they're doing to the guy. If they're pegging him.
No, if it's two tranny chicks with tits, both dicks, is that straighter than straight porn?
You're just watching two friends having some fun.
You're going to look at the same amount of dick, which is going to be one dick because the other one's going to be indoors.
Wait,
and
what?
Double the titties. Double the tits.
Oh, your
amount of dicks you're seeing.
Your logic is that while the dick is up the ass, it's not visible. So it's just,
you're not attended. You're out. You're absent.
So, like in your mind's eye, like she is just back there, like banging her pelvis.
As far as I know,
this woman's ass.
As far as I know. But double the titties.
Let me ask you this: how much strap-on porn have you ever watched?
Like a little bit.
Strap-on.
I want to believe that he's doing the math, not like he's like I don't know if I've ever. He's just like, well, I mean,
I'm thinking like
that one time,
counting like how many times did I never busted to one?
Because that 3-hour compilation was on in the background at that one party.
Like I don't think I busted to one, but at least watched a little bit of it. Right?
Well, this is the thing.
Okay, enough that like you go. I can see it.
Yeah,
I can see it.
I can take that.
I watch weird shit after I'm done coming.
Well, no, if you take it, it's
then you go into the granny, granny, tranny, all that shit.
I had to explain it to my wife, bro. Like, she thought that I was just looking up this shit because I'm into it. Like, no, I'm not really into midgets. But it's funny to watch. It's like midget wrestling.
Interesting.
I can say midget because I'm 5'3".
I have watched dwarf porn unironically.
Dwarf?
Is there a difference? Dwarfism.
That's because they
like midget is a prerogative.
They
pejorative.
Huge ass. Huge ass.
Not all of them.
I almost hooked up with one, but she had like she was a big forehead midget. Like they had the big old forehead, so I couldn't really fuck with it. Had the ass, but just that forehead fucked me up.
Dude, when God made them that way, there's like the only thing that's gonna be remaining normal size is the forehead and the ass.
I feel like I'm fucking a mythical creature, like you found a fairy in the bushes and just started like fucking the shit out of it.
No, you'd be a fairy if it was two trannies.
I found this one. I found this one video from Portugal where it's this like kind of like old MILF midget, but like she's got like the MILF haircut, like short, like she's taken the kids to too many soccer practices, smoked a few too many packs of menthols, but like it was like how do I put it, man? Like she was proportioned very well. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I'll take it down.
It's like God has not cursed you, merely made you inconvenient.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like I would take it
inconvenient for her, convenient for me. No.
Well, yeah.
But like what pissed me off is like I ever got into the situation like I'm like 5'3", so like he wouldn't be considered really much of a midget to me, like
Okay,
well my height.
There is a fine line. Like let me put it this way: I've known women in my life who like every once in a while I go, "Oh shit, you're not even 5 feet tall," and it's like I just never think about it because they operate,
normal.
You'll fuck the shit out of them.
They're not there.
They don't acknowledge their own weirdness.
They're not carrying a pot of gold or anything. they're not dancing on command.
Yeah. I mean, on the other hand, I've known chicks that've been like 5'5" that like just because of the way they're built, they have to operate like a short, dumpy little person. You know what I mean?
Man, and
they couldn't climb on a chair if you fucking bet them.
Dude, did you know that there's a complete website dedicated to renting little people? Like when Tom was getting out of his surgery, like he always talks about midgets. So I was thinking about like pitching, get him a stripper midget. That'd be cool. You can rent midgets for pranks. You can rent them for parties. You can rent them for catering. You can rent them for like shit like that, and you can rent them for tossing. You can toss a midget.
Awesome.
Yeah, midget wrestling.
Can we also rent giants?
That's another market that hasn't been tapped yet.
I don't think there's too many of them. That's why.
I know one tall, dumb-looking motherfucker.
I'm just saying, if we got like 7 foot tall like Amazon strippers, and then like
I would
some
be
little
fucking lined up too,
and then also like hired some like little 3 foot dudes for the dwarf tossing. You know what I mean?
I've seen one of those porns when it's like an Amazon chick with like a little dude. For some reason, like I had to watch this.
Dude, I have never looked up.
You've never looked at those?
No,
something about a big woman like that, dog.
Where she just picks him up and just starts sucking his dick.
Dude,
like,
she fucks the shit out of him.
He's like upside down.
Yeah, she picks him.
No, lady, leave me alone.
She picks him like a baby. Just see his feet in the air.
Yeah, his balls like bouncing off her fucking eyeballs.
Dude, I've seen some of them where it looks like a normally proportioned dude, and this chick's still just like, rah.
Right? Big old fucking
Hulk
stallion.
smash.
But I want a stallion. I don't want a big old fucking olive looking bitch. I want a stallion, you know? What was her name? Olive, right? From Popeye?
Olive oil.
Olive oil, that bitch. Yeah, I don't want one of those hoes. I want a fucking stallion. I want some ass. Big old titties on you. And fucking wrestle me. Pick me up like a baby. Fuck the shit out of me.
Like a baby.
Mm-hmm.
I was very disappointed with the China porn video.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, rest her soul. But,
China? Man, her nipples look like fucking little thumbs.
She had done horrible things to herself.
Dude, she looked like she had a dick. That was a huge clit.
Caveman forehead.
Like, you had to headbutt that clit just to fucking stimulate it like a wrestler. Give it the Ric Flair chops. Woo!
Oh, man.
Did you ever watch the porn? You don't watch it?
I did.
I've watched both of them. I watched the one where she was She-Hulk. What is it? A Night in China. And then there was some compilation where her boyfriend / manager was just filming them on a vacation or something.
I never saw that one.
Dude, that was clearly one of those conversations where like she was out of it on something. He was like, babe, you want to do porn? And she was like, yeah, sure.
Look what I did to myself. You think I give a fuck?
I mean, you wouldn't fuck China?
I would have.
I would have.
I would have done it out of respect.
Out of respect?
Yeah.
Celebrity, a star fucker, whatever.
She'd have been like, are you going to pull my hair? And I've been like, no, I'm not.
No.
Yeah.
Unless you tag me in.
Yeah.
Tag me. We'll see.
Oh, dude, she leans over and goes, are you going to pull my hair? And I'm like, are we going to go off the top rope?
Yeah.
Okay, why wasn't that porn made?
What?
When she was there, Spread Eagle, and you know, Triple H just jams the dick in her.
I think she was pretty good at the lesbian stuff. Like, she clearly had an enthusiasm for the girls.
I don't know, man.
Like, don't get me wrong.
It's all the testosterone.
Big old
Huh?
fucking,
It's all the testosterone in her. She's into girls.
Yeah,
It's all
and here's the
testosterone.
thing.
has
She,
a little dick.
Yeah.
well, she had all right, like the whole She-Hulk one, there were a couple shots before the paint job started coming off where you're like, okay, this could be like a good little parody type of thing. Like, sometimes I do watch them for the entertainment value.
Yeah.
But then, like, she just got tired, the makeup started smearing, and you're going, they should have cut this scene short.
Dude, that's why I used to like the porn from Cinemax, the Lornos, because those had a storyline, they had production, they had a script. You would bust a nut in the first scene and still watch the rest of the movie to see what happens to Jack. You know?
Dude,
you don't get that no more. Hey, what's up, Doug? Hurry up so you can get a mic.
yes.
Sit up.
The beautiful Joseph Soto joining us in studio right now.
Joseph Soto.
From the Not Suitable for Listeners podcast.
Wearing a NASA shirt
Boom,
in
boom,
fucking
boom.
SpaceX territory. Ain't that a bitch?
What did I miss?
You know what they did. Oh, dude, you hear about that whole shit? They're using armed security to fucking, like, shut down the county roads.
I was about to say that right
I'm
now.
like, come on, Elon. Now you're playing dirty. I mean, I like that he's picking up the Valley vibe. He's like, so I need motherfuckers with guns. And it's like, yeah.
You don't think a fucking little cartel dude already walked up to him at a fucking Outback Steakhouse? Hey, I don't know if they told you how it works around here.
But yeah. I need an envelope by the end of the week.
I just want to believe he just like, oh, hold on a second. Have you heard of South Africa? And he's like, all right.
So you know how it works around here. So you know. Yes, sir.
Did we talk about the armored car video from South Africa?
Yes.
That was beautiful. Man.
That was intense, dude. I'm sorry about that.
I did not see that.
Man.
That was intense.
That's one of those guys that looks like he like coaches like your kid's like little league fucking basketball team. He's like, the thing he's not doing is he's not paying attention to. See, I'm fucking up the South African.
Have you seen the full video though?
Can you do a proper South African? Oh, king of voices,
From
you.
Johannesburg? No, it's tough.
Right, you keep slipping into like the Australian or the Cockney.
African accent
Well,
is racist.
Like if you go watch
You gotta
Chappie,
throw the Dutch in there.
yeah,
The Dutch.
Go back and watch Chappie, and you'll hear it, like the Johannesburg accent, and everything.
Yeah,
It's like real deep. It's like hard to nail.
All right, hey,
It's like that 10 you're always chasing, but you don't get it.
Anthony, I know you're into some of the more. I know you're into some of the more experimental hip hop. Did you ever listen to like D Antwoord?
The outward?
D Antwoord?
The Antword.
The crazy ass fucking South Africans look like some fucking albino meth heads.
Oh, the musicians.
Chick with no eyebrows.
No.
Oh, dude, if we had the laptop set up right now, man, trying to think.
Like, I would love to tell you I'm like a
Naughty
rap
Boy
connoisseur, but I'm from the valley, dog. If it's not Zero, SPM, fucking, you know, like.
Oh, yeah, Houston. Yeah,
Kevin Gates.
I'm
Kevin
from
Gates,
the valley.
you can
If it's
lose
not
me,
from Houston, I don't listen to it.
Yeah, exactly, you know.
I don't know what the fuck it is.
That's the beautiful thing about it. Any fucking kickback you go to, and there's a motherfucker about my age that used to gangbang back in the day, that's all you're going to hear. It's Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates, SPM. That's it.
I need my rapper to sound like he grew up in a trailer park in a swamp. And like,
Dude,
why?
Back in the day, my homeboy tried to be a DJ, dog, and he would play the same shit, SPM and corridos. They would come up to me, like, be like, hey, help me out. People come up and request a song. I'm like, I don't know if he has it. Hey, they want Cocorra. All right, hold on. Tucanes. Boom. Corridos. We used to call him DJ Vergacho. Yeah, fascinating.
No, afterwards, I need the lighter. The lighter that I despised.
Are you kidding me?
Where's yours?
Everybody brought cigarettes. Nobody brought fire.
That's usually the opposite.
I did.
Fire?
We'd be those cave people that get
Fire.
at the end of the movie.
No, dude, that accent is really hard to nail, seriously. Like, you got me thinking about it now. Because I actually saw Chappie 2 days ago, roughly. Forgot how good it was.
Never seen it.
I saw District 9 maybe about half a year back.
I'm waiting for part 2.
Did you ever see that?
I don't think he's ever going to do it.
Well, he announced it last year.
Did you ever see that controversy that was going around? What's his fucking name? The guy that plays Trump on SNL.
Which one?
The recent one.
Baldwin?
Baldwin.
Yeah.
The controversy around his wife, that she kept trying to act like she was like Mexican or something.
Oh, wow.
And that she would like switch into a Mexican accent.
See,
like,
here's the thing, man.
Wow.
I think it was actually a Spanish accent, but the whole deal was, man, like, I think she was doing the Schwarzenegger thing where, like, he knows that if he ever loses that accent,
yeah, it's fuck.
a little bit of the brand. And I think that's what she was kind of doing. Because there's interviews of her where you just like they catch her like on a at an event and like it's like there's
her
clear.
mom came out and said like we've never heard her talk like that.
We've never.
Her mom talking all badass. Yeah, dude, imagine like Schwarzenegger like just shutting it off and like, oh yeah,
behind closed
eat
doors.
your vegetables. And son of a bitch, how long do I got to do this for?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Behind closed doors. Oh my god.
Yeah. These
For
fucking,
40 years, I've been doing this voice.
or fucking sheep.
Yeah.
Dude, he gets behind the doors with the Kennedys and they're like, all right, turn it off. Crouch.
Oh, sorry. I
The
forget
time
where I
all
was.
in. It's like you're all the same.
Sorry, boss.
Sorry, boss.
Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that meeting with Biden and Putin?
Oh. Wasn't he meeting with also the Chinese ambassador or something?
I don't know about that one. I know he did I'm pretty sure picking up his check.
I didn't, dude. Here's the thing. I didn't fact check any of that shit, but all the pictures and videos that were coming out, like there was like one where like some guy, it looks like some guy's running over and giving him like a noogie, like during the meeting, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Like the people are asking him questions, and he's all like, "Oh, I sat in there and I let him know. How do you think you would feel if we did that to you?" Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm surprised you didn't put him in a fucking pretzel. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Shut the fuck up.
Which time?
Which time?
Yeah, that he would tell him like we don't agree with your human rights violations, and he's like, really? Your whole country is rioting because y'all don't treat black people fairly, and you're telling me about everything Biden would tell him, he would tell him back. Really, they raided your capital.
Yeah, let him raid my capital. It's just him holding the door
with two bears on chains.
Right. Make my day. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And then
that's actually pretty cool. That's a nice caricature.
Yeah.
Somebody should draw that.
Him with a couple of bears.
Pretty sure there is
like
a
at
porn
the, I think what was it,
on
Kremlin or something like that? The Capitol?
Kremlin.
Just holding him there. Come and get me. There you go. Come on. Yes. Come on.
He's like, fuck it. He just ties them up and just takes everyone.
Oh, no.
Like a black
It's the rap album picture where it's from the ground where the guy's holding the pit bull, only it's a bear and it's Putin.
I bet you he doesn't even have like the assassins kill the people. Like, no, bring him to me. No, he kills them.
I will.
With the other hand, he's signing some anti-gay legislation.
I don't need that.
Oh man.
Dude, that fucking in I think Charlottesville or Carolina, something like that. They postponed an execution until they can set up the firing squad.
Wow!
This guy has to wait for them to set up for the firing squad so they can execute him.
Wow, we're doing that again. We're setting up firing squads?
In a few states, it's a choice.
Yeah.
But nobody goes for it.
Okay, here's what happened.
Okay, give me a
That
cigarette.
would be fucking great.
Give me a goddamn cigarette. Wait till I get to the bottom, bitch. Wait. Right there.
Damn,
wait.
Jeez, that's like the end of Valkyrie all over again.
Fuck giving one guy a bullet. I want them all to have bullets.
Right.
But no, it's the pharmaceutical companies won't sell the substance.
Injection,
yeah, they won't sell it to the states. Which is like, look, it's fucking retarded. You can get a goddamn nitrogen, there's a machine that just pulls nitrogen out of the fucking air. You hook that motherfucker up, dude gets a hard on, goes out, thinking he's fucking Sidney Crawford.
Dude,
I'm not kidding. Dude, can you imagine how hilarious would that be if you're in the gallery and you can just and it's at full mast and he's dead.
And just looking at the priest.
Dude, imagine they gave the first guy a blank, right? Or you shoot him for a blank and just like, what the fuck?
That's what they used to do back in the day. Is they gave everyone blanks except for one, so you never know who fired the shot.
Oh, that guy knows.
Damn.
That guy knows. Dude. I hit exactly where I wanted it to hit.
That's crazy, bro. That's some deep shit. Like,
would you take firing squad? I would take firing squad. Go like a G.
Yeah.
Fuck
I actually
Old
thought
school.
Electric chair, but firing squad's pretty cool.
I would tell him, let me run through the door and
Light you
run
up
at y'all like Braveheart.
Yeah.
And
give me a chance. Let me.
Yeah.
I would tell him, gun me down like in Platoon.
Oh damn!
When the captain's running.
Did you ever see that movie? Those Who Wish Me Dead.
No.
There's a scene where a character, he's like a sheriff, and they have him at gunpoint. They're forcing him to track like this character, and he's like, I don't think I want to do this, guys. I want to go out with some dignity. He starts huffing and puffing. Nah, fuck this. Take me out. I'm not doing this dirty work. I want to die with dignity. He starts pushing them, these guys, and they're just like, come on, man. Don't make it like this, man.
Why not? Fuck you. I'll shit my pants in front of and throw it at everybody. You're about to fucking kill me, bitch. You're about to get the worst of me.
Good movie. You guys should watch it. Really good movie.
What's it called?
Those Who Wish Me Dead.
Those Who Wish Me Dead.
Came out this year with Angelina Jolie.
I don't like her, but
she's still hot.
I'm pretty sure, dude.
She's like a dried up beef jerky.
It was a good movie, though. It was a real good movie.
Because she started looking like a tranny like 10 years ago.
And she does look like somebody's aunt who's on pills.
Yeah.
Like if she walked into the Christmas party, you'd be
comment.
like...
No comment.
And Angelina likes to take Xanax for breakfast. Yeah, man.
I'm more of an after dinner kind of guy, but I can see where she's coming from.
No, but that's a good website. Like, you'll have like, Leonardo DiCaprio, cocaine, this. You know, like all the stats, like all the drugs that they use.
Dude, like who doesn't use
Actually, there is a website like that.
A website like that?
Yeah, I believe so.
Like instead of like basketball stats, dunk champion, MVP, it'll be like this.
And the Wolf of Wall Street, that was real.
Like there's a wiki.
Let's be honest, a Robert Downey Jr. rookie card, still good money.
Still mint condition.
Yeah. I'm pretty. I still.
Every once in a while, you find it on your couch.
That was the best fucking druggy.
Oh, come on,
character I've seen done by Johnny Depp and Less Than Zero. Or what is it?
Not Johnny Depp, Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, dude, have you ever read the book?
No. Sean, do you think I went to Harlem?
That one.
No way.
No, here's the thing. I recommend that book, and I'll recommend it to the audience. It's written the way that Ellison wrote that book. I think it's his first one. You can read it on the shitter because the chapters are like short as fuck.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about.
I like the description. You can read about.
I need to start reading a book.
I believe Ellis would even. Dude, Glenn put it this way: when you get to the end and they find the snuff film, you go, "Oh, okay."
Hell yeah.
Dude, you know what?
Let me put it this way: I was like 3 chapters into that before I was like, "Oh, this dude's gay." It's just like because he keeps going, my girlfriend, and then he's like, yeah, and then I suck Johnny's dick, and you go,
I get it.
Yeah.
That's not true.
What's the thing is?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Everybody's like in the shitter, like TikToking or whatever.
Nobody reads no more.
Everybody's gonna get hemorrhoids. Like in 20 years, everyone's gonna have hemorrhoids.
I've been getting some. Is that
oh,
why it happened?
dude, I blame bulky sci-fi novels for a couple of issues back there.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get me started with sci-fi.
I thought it was because I tried it.
Psychology is now. Psychology is now attacking sci-fi nerds.
I was gonna say I picked up Battlefield Earth one time. Jesus Christ!
Oh God! Don't even start.
I haven't read a book since school.
Since school,
11 years.
Not even a pamphlet.
I stopped like 20 years ago when my kids were born.
You know what? I've found this recently. No joke. This is a serious thing. My vocabulary has become less useful to me. Not that I don't have the words.
Yeah.
Like I listen to complicated conversations just because like that stimulates me while I'm doing shit. But not actually reading the words and having to say it in my head and put it together like a sentence structure. That I think deprives you of the ability to access those words quickly. Your vocabulary becomes.
Would you say reading books
storage
helps you with your writing?
Oh, most definitely.
Yes.
Your joke writing?
Oh yeah,
Maybe you kind of see how like kind of goes together better. Maybe that's what I need.
Well, you were saying you have like the was it AD or ADHD, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You have the reading issues as well. Okay.
Maybe.
I have to read a paragraph like 5
Have you ever gotten to the end of a sentence and gone like, wait a minute, like the sentence doesn't seem right, and then you go back and read it the second time and you go, oh, and you have an appreciation for how they put that together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like that as far as the writing, I think
My
is huge.
problem is I double word stuff sometimes.
I haven't tested myself since high school, like I said.
You go
Maybe
back
when
and
I
you're
read
like, how
this,
many these did I need in this
I know,
fucking
right? How many
sentence?
does did I put? What the fuck?
You know what book Roy recommended? I've been really wanting to check out Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Yes.
Oh, that's
another
He
book
said
I
that
got.
if you love the movie, he goes, you'll love the book. It's better.
Much
really
better
good.
ending.
Yeah. Shit.
Everybody dies in the end.
Huh?
I never read the book. I've been
I
watching.
love when he's talking about the lawyer, though, when he's on the plane. What he say that when God created him, he was too rare to... Oh, what did he say? Well, when I hear it, I love it. That's what he said.
Dude, it's a good enough quote that I've heard people fuck it up 1,000 times.
Yeah,
Like,
there it
it's was it too strange to use, too rare to throw away, or something like that. And that's butchering it too.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Not giving it justice, guys.
I just like the end where he gets all like in the book he gets all patriotic, and then like he's in an airport and he sees some Marines coming back from Vietnam, and he's like, "Goddamn baby killers!"
Jeez. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
one of my
I need to check
favorite
that book out.
one of my favorite quotes from Thompson is about Houston, where he describes it as a swampland filled with pansexual cowboys who live by the code of the Old West, which means anything you want to in a pinch. Beautiful, man. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Man.
What was the last good book you read? The last book I read was 1984 that I can remember reading.
Really?
In high school, I read that. A teacher had us read it.
The Orson Welles 1984.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she told us, I'm not supposed to let y'all read this, but she goes, I want y'all to read this book.
They were giving us a Mark Twain with a bunch of N-words when I was in junior high.
Whenever it would come,
75, I believe.
when it would come up, you just look at the one black kid.
We didn't have any. No, it was all Mexicans, man.
Dude,
the only whites were the teachers.
When I was in high school, they showed us Roots.
Wow. Oh,
I
shit.
had the one black kid in my class too, and I like the whole time just sitting next to him, like, dang. You're not gonna hate us, right? Those are white people. Like, we're Mexicans. We were probably getting whipped too.
They do the bonus footage. Meanwhile, in Mexico,
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
You know Harlingen has a hangman's tree?
no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they hung black people here for trying to go to the border.
We actually
Yeah.
went to the cemetery, I think, where it still stands.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
A while back, Roy and Bert and I, we did some ghost hunting with a local group. And I believe that's just the tree that they took us to.
Yeah, hey, we got a hangman's tree.
Hey, it doesn't get brought up often, but there's Civil War battlefields down here.
Oh, yeah.
I went to go see that Palo Alto in Brownsville. It pissed me off. Like, y'all fucked us. Y'all fucked us. That's what happened. You fucked us. Like, there was white people in there watching them film too. Like, nah, fuck y'all. Bastards.
Yeah, biggest setup in history.
The Congress did not want to go to war with Mexico. They said there's no need for it. We have our land. We can populate here. No need to push it. The president was so desperate to go to war with Mexico, he put a scout camp on the border, knowing that Mexico would take that as a threat and force them to attack them. So as soon as they attacked that camp, he didn't need Congress's approval no more. Yep. They attacked U.S. soldiers. That's how the war started. Not even Congress wanted it, but he wanted that shit to happen.
Yeah, man.
I wanted to punch white people when I walked out. Like, this could have been Mexico.
Dude, we could have been speaking Spanish and German.
Oh, fuck that, dude. I'd rather be an American.
Yeah, but with like America.
Yeah, okay.
If Mexico would have kept California, they would have been the America right now. They would have been the USA. Because they would have found that gold.
Well, you got to remember, dude, there have been like, what, at least 3 or 4 political revolutions in Mexico since then. So, like, who the fuck knows what it looks like at that point? I mean, look, at this point, Mexico and U.S. are pretty much, constitutional representative republic. You know what I mean? That's basically how it breaks down.
Fun fact, my grandma's...
Huh? That's the economy in action, Jesse. Moving goods across this great
tax dollars hard at work.
Yeah, fun fact, my great-grandma's mom used to make the food for Pancho Villa's army when they were going through this region.
Holy shit.
Yeah, she has pictures with Pancho Villa. Yeah. No, she has.
She's still alive?
No, she's dead.
No, but
dude, we have the pictures.
Yeah. That's history. Put it.
Fuck yeah.
Submit it, man. That's history right there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she was a tortilla maker. I don't know how far she was along in the revolution. But,
oh man, she fed them the first export or whatever.
Yeah, she did the first Q taco.
There's
you know, that's not a thing outside of the valley.
It's because it was 94.5.
Yeah, I know. Dude, I've gone up to like other places and let me get a Q taco. What's that? Like, what?
Nope, just the valley, bro.
Yep, just a valley thing. That's it. No, you cannot order at the same store outside of the valley because they won't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I think as far as you can go is what? Rivera? Up there? Yeah. And then after that, that's it?
I don't even know. I haven't stopped there.
Rivera? Oh, you live in the Bay Rivera, no?
I lived in Austin. What's going on?
Like
I went to Rivera High School.
Yeah, there you go. Bunch of fucking wetbacks there, bro.
That big ass animals. That's along the way. I think it's after
but I never stopped at a gas station there to get a taco, I think.
That's how you know how many Mexicans are in Brownsville, because they were able to have 3 high schools and each of them play in the 32-5A division.
Wow.
Like, you have to be a certain size school to play in that division. And each of those schools was big enough to play in that division.
Dude, they fucking multiply like field mice, man. Jesus, man, they do.
Jeez.
Like, you think you're a thug in Harlingen, bro, and then you go to Brownsville, like Cameron Park, all that shit, and man, I got cousins there. I'll fucking put away my colors. Like, I ain't even I'm not gonna get shot outside my hood.
Who are the Bayucos again?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Mexican.
That tattoo you have, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, sir.
I just pointed to it at the tattoo shop.
You ever seen Sicario? The Mexican gangster. That's exactly what you find in Brownsville, bro. A bunch of bald-headed, baggy pant-wearing motherfuckers.
Bro, that movie was sick. That was a good movie.
It was bullshit. There's no mountains in McAllen.
No, there isn't. The same thing with the Selena show. There's no mountains.
Yeah, it's fucking horseshit. They don't even represent us right.
I know, it's fucking plain. It's just nothing but
flat land.
Flat with a bunch of nopales.
But like, we live in the most populated part of the valley, like where Sean lives. That's where all the dirty shit goes down. That's where motherfuckers get just dropped in fields and nobody fucking knows about it and nothing for months. You just find fucking bones. Like, oh, that might have been Pepe. I don't know.
That might have been Pepe.
Yeah. When somebody says, I have a cousin out in the ranch land, they're talking about my place.
Yeah.
Jeez, man, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's where the fuckers get fed to pigs.
I'm telling you, nobody has pigs. Like,
yeah, they all have
pigs. That's what I've been thinking of how to get rid of a body.
Pigs.
Well, yeah, man, to be honest.
Thinking of like ocean?
Huh?
Like just dropping them off in the ocean 10 miles out?
Yeah, we don't have anything big enough to...
How far, by the way, how far would you have to go for it to be classified as international waters?
17 miles?
17 miles?
Or 7? I think it's something with 7.
Well,
I don't know.
Considering it's the Gulf, man. Like,
we're surrounded by continent. Like, there's no international
That's not international, right?
Yeah, the Gulf is not international. That's national.
So you'd have to go fucking past Florida.
You'd have to be fucking like on the other side of Brazil.
We're just trying to hide a body here. We're not gambling or anything like that.
We're looking for the hypotheticals here.
Anthony, if you ever got a bored Saturday and you want to look into like the U.S. not respecting border lines, look at where the U.S. Coast Guard routinely patrols. Mexico? Like all the way down to Colombia and shit.
Wow.
Like, oh yeah,
really?
Yeah, man. The Monroe Doctrine is strong, my friend.
I didn't know that.
But there's American territories down there.
Not really.
Bases?
Is there bases? Maybe bases.
We don't
Not
even-
bases in South. I don't think
We don't even
bases in
have
South
the
America?
Panama Canal anymore. That shit's Panama's problem.
Nah, because we never beat the shit out of South America, but we beat the shit out of.
Oh
the
no,
other
no, no!
countries. We
Every
put
once in a
bases
while, like look, Grenada, Panama, fucking like I'm pretty sure we dropped some motherfuckers in Colombia
there.
back
Dude,
in the
the balls
'90s.
of the U.S. to go bomb them and then say, "Oh, well, we're gonna live here now." Fucking just set up bases. Yeah, and we're not paying taxes. No, fuck you.
When you realize that the specs that were used for the bases built in Iraq were for like 100-year bases, like these were intended to be long-lasting structures.
Specs.
Like
Specs. I'm like, what are Mexicans gonna do with the base? They took them over to build it.
we brought enough for 100 years.
Hell yeah. They keep saying Americans built it, but there's a lot of Spanish being talked in the break area.
All the cooks, man.
And
I'm pretty sure
like,
they hire the fucking staff from around there.
y'all keep talking about halal, but what you know about nopales?
yeah, was it you that brought up that video with the cholos?
Oh fuck
in
yeah!
the Middle
The
East fighting ISIS?
Syria, yeah, man.
What? Fighting ISIS? Yeah,
For real?
yeah. You'll
dude.
see them 18th Street from California. Like
Shout out to the
Well,
Frenemigos.
that is technically a free zone. I mean, if you want to fight, you can
Nah,
go there.
they're what are they? Not militia. What is it? Merchants or fucking
Mercenaries.
mercenaries? Yeah, they're mercenaries.
Yeah, they were pretty much volunteers with the guerrillas.
Dude, you don't think like
Yeah,
those
that's-
gangs have fucking trained assassins? Like,
I'm
cartels
pretty
pick
sure
up
they
those
do.
motherfuckers. Like,
I don't think those were them though.
I don't think
Like
they have
you seen
training.
that video? They're just like blind firing through holes in a wall.
no, well, like the assassins from Mexico, they look like that, bro. They're tatted
No,
up, bald heads.
yeah, but they don't give a shit. It's not that
They're
they're
gonna roll
trained.
up in
They
a
just
tuxedo.
don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just don't give a shit.
Yeah, they're gonna roll
It's
up
not
in
like
no
they're
shirt with
trained.
their bandana
You
around their
throw
neck.
enough 14-year-olds
I said
at
them
murder, the
Yeah.
ones that survive, they usually
That's true.
got some
114
skills.
year olds, 3 survived. They're the fucking best.
Mm-hmm.
Out of experience, not training.
And they killed the other ones.
They probably ate them too.
On the job
savages.
work experience.
It's crazy. That conflict is still going on, by the way. You know that?
Wait, which
Dude,
one?
you know what?
In
It's
Syria?
so fucking
Oh, I was
beautiful.
about to say North Mexico or Syria.
I figured it out.
Which one?
I figured it out why they're classifying the people that stormed the Capitol as a new terrorist, because they're pulling out of the Middle East. So what happens to your budget when you're pulling out of a war zone?
You need
You need another boogeyman.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
pulling out.
They tried it with Antifa. They tried it with them. They tried to designate them as terrorists.
Didn't stick.
It
Didn't
didn't stick.
stick.
We're pulling out of the Middle East about as well as a 14-year-old on fucking homeschool night, on homecoming night. Like there's.
Oh, dude, it's coming, dude. That revolution.
But that's what I
may be
do. That's the way I look at it. You're about to lose an entire budget because you're not fighting terrorists in the Middle East. Well, now we need a new boogeyman.
I may be
Yeah.
50, but it's
But this is
coming.
better because here at least we all get like.
You want to
they're
see
eating
Americans
tacos
get drone
at
strikes?
Circle K.
You want to see fellow Americans getting drone strikes?
Well, dude,
They
I
were
was
doing it
gonna say,
overseas
you know what happens
without coverage.
when they need to spend the budget? You get Waco, you get Ruby Ridge, you get the ATF going, hey, let us get some of that cash.
Dude, like I don't know if you
Yeah.
ever seen. There's this movie. It was on Hulu. The Captain of None or something like that. It's a young kid, and it's a true story. It's a young kid. He had his religious thing going on with the group of people. Well, the CIA went to him and started radicalizing him. Started telling him, we're part of this group. We can fund you. We can provide you missiles. We can provide you whatever you need to carry out operations. But they were acting like they were terrorists. So the moment this guy even thought about doing it, the moment that he pressed go on the fucking missile to blow it up, the CIA, boom, popped him. Well, guess what? We do have terrorists. We told you, there are people out here trying to do it. Bro, when the Capitol riots happened, I watched that shit live. You saw officers moving the gates out of the way, telling everybody, come. Come on. Trump's having a rally down the street, and you mean to tell me you're going to go with the minimum amount of security that day?
Well, yeah, man. Like on
This is
top
a
of the fact
tricky
that
subject.
the Capitol cops were told, like, nah, you don't need to get everybody out there.
Exactly.
And the FBI was like actually not even the next day, that afternoon was like, oh my God, we were going to tell you about that. Like
Exactly.
they were talking all kinds of shit.
Exactly.
We're
But
gonna
why
tell
did
you
why
all
did
the
they let
setup.
it happen, Sean? Why did they let it happen?
Because
Because
No,
that's money.
The
That's a
FBI,
budget
the
right
FBI
there.
figured out they'd get more money if they did their job poorly.
Exactly. That's more money to our budget. Now we do have terrorists in our homeland.
So look,
Fundless.
by this understanding is teachers don't teach kids so they can flunk, so they can have more kids to teach.
No, I just think they're
That's
stupid
That's
too.
a different story.
No,
That's got to do with the unions.
Dude,
That's
'cause
not
when I was-
You did understand No Child Left Behind.
yeah.
yeah.
Dude, Because when I was a kid, dude, there was like 20-year-olds there as sophomores.
Yeah.
I swear to God,
Really?
dude,
Dumb
Rivera's
as
a
shit.
garbage dump.
Spell
dude.
cat, K-A-T.
Seriously,
Dude,
you know, if the government, if you want to raise the IQ of Texas, go to Rivera and spray them like bugs, and you'll get, your IQs will go up.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna kill all the fucking Rivera. Maybe Lopez also, Porter for sure. Hannah are the only ones that are good. Every girl that I dated from Hannah was fucking amazing.
Wow.
Clean, no STDs,
So
no
they were,
kids.
so they were slumming it in Rivera.
Yeah. Well, and now he might be onto something here because if you spray, it doesn't mess up the infrastructure. Like I was gonna say, Victoria is a nice looking town, but I wouldn't move there.
There's a lot of skeletons in those fields. Tell you that much right now.
Some good shit you got right there, man. That's true. That's been happening since
Yeah.
9/11, basically.
We need new terror. We need a new boogeyman.
Yeah,
Like it's been happening since the 70s, bro.
I had a strange moment about like maybe 10 years back. I was driving through like a small Texas town, like a bumfuck. I don't even remember the name of this motherfucking one of those places that has a sign like somebody famous was born here, but the sign's all fucked up.
It's all faded and shit.
And, like, I saw no, like the kind of place where usually you just see like old people kind of shuffling down the street, like hope I don't fall. And like I just saw like one dude rocking like all colors. I mean, rag out, fucking bandana and shit with a watch on. I was like, in this place, go for it, homie. Go for it. Somebody had to. It just like there was a moment of like really, dude. And then on the other hand, it was like, nah, man, American dream, motherfucker. You move where you got to, you make your cash.
Yep.
Right.
Fuck yeah. But yeah, crazy fucking shit, Jesse. And you want to bomb Rivera.
fuck them
That's
too.
some shit.
I'm still waiting for those 7 missing
He wants
frames.
to bug bomb
Bro,
Rivera.
we're about to enter the next great experiment. The fucking UBI. The Universal Basic Income. Next month, we're supposed to be receiving money for your kids.
You're talking about the tax credit. Yeah.
Yep. The
Now
new generation.
they're about to see if it really works. If that lifts up the economy, they're going to say it works. Look,
You know who had the idea first?
Yang.
Yang. Andrew
Yeah.
Yang. He
Well,
was
it
running
worked
for the
in
presidency.
his district because they tried it.
In his
They've
district,
been doing
yeah.
it, and it worked. People that were normally just getting by now had extra cash and were able to do, were able to boost up the economy in the area. So
Yep.
now it's a great experiment. They're about to give us money.
Yep.
See if this will make you happy. Will this make you happy? Now sit the fuck down.
Dystopia. Sci-fi. It's coming true.
All right,
Everyone
first of all,
that
it's
put my
not going to work because they're starting in the fucking middle. Like, they're assuming that, like, the kind of people that are going to apply for fucking child tax credits is like, oh, that's the bottom of the barrel. It's like, oh, you haven't seen the bottom yet, homie.
sir.
No,
It goes so much deeper.
You know how many fucking people I know have money collected those food stamps? Shit. With the quickness.
Well, the
back
point
in
is,
the
man,
day-
if they're not factoring in the population of people who are not connected, like the kind of folks that'll show up in an emergency room and you'll be
Yeah.
like, what name? And it's like, shit, I don't even remember the last time I gave the government my name.
Bro, like to me, it's fucking talking about that right there, bro. Today, I'm looking up, trying to find out how much I'm going to get back from my refund because they're about to refund you for your unemployment. So my wife's on the IRS website, everything, looking it up, and it comes up on the page, and she's like, it says they can't find you. I'm like, why? It said because you have no credit cards in your name, no house under your name, you have nothing under your name.
And you're too short.
And I'm too short. I don't reach the card requirement.
Dude, here's the
So
thing.
there's a requirement then.
No, well, the IRS, no,
No, not that. Not that.
All right, this is
Talking
how you,
about the IRS.
but this is how you know the
Because
IRS is bullshit. Is because look, they should be able to just go to the Social Security fucking
And do my
administration
social and find it.
Yeah, it's one thing if you got issues with Social
But
Security.
because
People have-
I'm not connected in any way to debt to this country,
yeah,
I'm basically off the books. To them, I'm basically off the books.
dude, I got a
don't
credit.
exist.
I got a credit card a couple years back because I needed one for to live the fucking digital life, man. Be
Yeah.
able to actually function as a human being in the
Yeah.
modern society.
Yeah.
Forced to buy one to get
Dude,
one.
and it was
I
funny,
know
man,
the
because the site I was using had like the credit counter, like right there. They did it automatically, so you didn't have to like look up your shit and fuck with the number.
Yeah.
And like, I watched it fucking climb. The more money I had in debt, I was like, this is fun. And then at some point, the bank went, oh, we're giving out way too much information. They took that shit off. I was like,
Yeah, bro, but like it's crazy. We're living in a time where we see conspiracies coming to light.
Oh yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? The
but they're
dots
the
are all
dumbest
connected.
conspiracies, man.
It's the
I
information.
said it back
Not
in
even-
college.
They're not even the fun ones.
No,
Bro,
they're not.
But look at it this way: one of the conspiracies was the digital money, complete control of the government over your money. So they're gonna start the fucking UBI. Okay, it works,
Yeah.
nice. Well, guess what they're pushing next? The Bitcoin, the
Oh yeah, digital currencies. Yeah.
The whole IRS credit card thing, I was like, ooh, that's a slippery slope.
Very
exactly.
slippery.
So next thing is what? The fucking digital currency. Boom.
Yeah.
Cashless society. What happens in a cashless society? They get complete control over you.
The Treasury,
Bill Burr had a joke about it.
Well, the Treasury's been doing this for off and on for I think at least 5 years, where they're talking about
more or less of a decade. They've been trying.
Where they've been talking about trying to put out the
digital currency,
the USD, digital dollar, and it's every time they kind of go, oh, it's not feasible, but they seem to be leaning pretty heavy into it this time.
Bro,
it's on the
we're
market.
about to be a country controlled by like Amazon, by the Walmarts, by the fucking government. It's
What
just
makes
like
you
Bill
think
Burr
that we're
said.
not already?
It's just like Bill Burr said in that joke. You know, he's talking about like, oh, you might not want to say some shit about the government. Next thing you know, they'll be at a bar like, did you hear about Steve? They turned his fucking chip off,
Oh,
man.
yeah, Bill
he
Burr.
tried to buy a beer. He couldn't do shit.
He was talking shit about the government. Next thing you know, it's his round.
How the fuck am I supposed to buy a dime of Coke when I gotta fucking swipe my card at my drug dealer's house? Well, what the fuck you doing in the west side of Harlingen at 3 o'clock in the morning, Anthony?
What you have to do is you have to buy a TV and then give it to him.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be
That's
fucking
the way.
trading like that.
And it comes back. It comes
I
back
got
to the
2 goats. What can I get?
What can I get? Let me barter with you. Let me barter.
PayPal was the biggest fucking middleman on the planet, man.
Yeah, now they're opening us up for that Project Bluebeam, throwing out all this UFO shit. What's gonna stop them from hologramming a fucking alien invasion?
Again, man, they were like, look, I remember reading the whole Alex Jones shit years ago, and it was like they're gonna put Jesus in the sky or Mohammed over.
They've done it
Mecca.
in the Middle East.
There's been a couple. There was that
They've
one
done
incident. You remember with the they set off. There was something with aluminum where they set off the spiral, and then they were trying to bounce I believe it was a microwave beam off of it. So it was making the aluminum spark up, and it looked like a fucking vortex over like Norway.
Oh, yeah, it was a couple years ago.
And do people see that shit? Fuck, the world's ending.
That was fun.
The world's fucking ending.
Scary, but fun.
Bro, and there is a president that famously said, the world will never be united until there is an outside threat.
Yeah.
What's the outside threat?
Aliens. Dude, we should come up with my own conspiracy theories, man.
Yeah, I feel like they make men's underwears a certain size to discourage the bigger population from purchasing.
It's made to pinch your balls. It's a form of eugenics.
Makes me want to go to the gym, those sons of bitches.
Speaking of which, have you guys tried those new ones with that pouch for your sack?
Nope, they're too
I've always
expensive.
had those.
Pretty cool.
Fuck yeah.
Pretty cool, man.
No, you
sweaty
fill out
balls?
the pouch.
No sweaty balls?
Nah, that's what I want to hear.
No sweaty balls?
There's always
Also
sweaty
less
balls.
sweaty, right?
Yeah.
They
Less
have
sweaty,
not
man.
made an underwear capable of keeping you from having some sweaty nut sacks.
Yeah.
Some powder, though. I recently started using powder.
Oh,
I always thought that was an old man shit, but that Gold Bond, woo, gives it a nice little tingle afterwards.
That's an old
Nice
man
and fresh.
and a chubby chick trick.
Yeah. In the thighs.
Yeah.
Like she's about to ride a bull.
All the best sex I've had, they smell like bacon and
baby
fucking
powder.
Yeah.
Jeez, sick cornmeal?
Yeah.
Were you cooking for a daycare or something? What's going on?
dude. To go back to what you're saying, that's the future. All corporations are slowly eradicating the government.
Yes, sir.
Where they want that full control.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
Fascism's
two-tier
way too
society.
hard. You just come in the back
plan
door.
for the pandemic, actually, it came out like in things where they were talking about it. They wanted to get rid of currency, people owning their own car.
Yeah. It's part of the billionaires
that was the
manifesto.
plan. That didn't come true because
bro,
everybody knew.
They're about to
this
start taxing the
bullshit
gas
fucking-
more.
Mm-hmm.
And start pushing it. They're about to start shutting down pipelines. They're about to start taxing that gas. Well, guess who can't afford the gas anymore? The poor. Well, guess what? Maybe you shouldn't drive that. Now you need an electric car.
Yep.
Now you got to go green. Well, shit.
Well, that's not even green. It's powered by coal that makes electricity that feeds your car.
Coal? What the hell? You think there's some midgets in the engine
dude.
just shoveling that shit?
No, coal is still like
lithium.
the biggest
Little door.
fucking electricity.
They're lithium batteries, bro. The fucking kids in
Lithium
Africa are
is
dying.
the new front.
Well, poison right now. Fucking digging that shit out for your cars.
Did you know there's a whole, like, I think some billionaire, he bought maybe about 200, 300 acres worth of mining in Arizona or somewhere over there? Mm-hmm. He bought that, and they're going to start mining lithium. So,
Nice. Well, at least we don't have to kill other children in other countries.
Want to kill ours?
Yeah.
Except in Arizona.
I think it was Arizona or something. It's one of those hot climate countries.
It's
Yeah,
always
states.
Arizona.
It's one of the worst fucking places to live in America, actually. Actually, New Mexico was the worst.
Bro, where their temperatures reach like what, 120, 150?
You don't think
Imagine-
that Colorado might be the worst place? Oregon? Did you hear about the entire fucking riot brigade just quitting?
Oh, you mean the cops that no longer have jobs?
Dude,
No, they
I
quit.
would've quit.
They
Yeah, they
walked
quit.
out
I would've
because
quit.
the governor of the state prosecuted one of the officers that was detaining a suspect, and he kind of fucked him up.
Yep.
So since he prosecuted him, the entire riot brigade just quit. They
should
got up and quit.
pass a law calling it Just shut the fuck up and do as you're told, and then you'll better.
That's always been the law, Jesse. No. But people like you spit on them.
Because this is a fucking thing. I used to. But this is a fucking thing with all those fucking things where like, oh, the cop did this to him or whatever. There's never one that's clear where the cop just beats the fuck out of someone for no reason. No reason. It always has to be a gray area. Always has to be a fucking gray area so people can fight. You never have one that's all the way this way or all the way that way.
All right.
Like that guy that they buried in a gold coffin. He was all hopped up on drugs, passing $20 bills, and fucking struggling. Why can't we have one where the cop is completely guilty 100%? Why?
And to be honest,
there's a lot of videos.
He wasn't even struggling until like he was struggling in the back of the car. He wasn't struggling while they had their hands on him.
And he asked to come out. He told him, "Take me out of here. Put me on the ground." So they took him out and put him on the ground.
Look, this goes back. I don't know if it was y'all I was having that conversation with, but this goes back to the fact that, like, all right, medical care is not assumed to be part of the procedure of taking somebody in. Which, if you think about it like this, let's assume that our laws are fair and they make sense. I know that's a good punchline, but what I'm saying is in that assumption, we should basically anybody who has broken the law there's something wrong. Either maybe they're just agitated, maybe they're angry, maybe they're fucking whatever the fuck it is. Maybe they're on drugs, maybe they're having a medical issue. You know what I mean?
What I know is that when I stop yelling, fighting back, they calm down too.
The cops will straight up tell you, you see, we could have been doing this since the beginning.
Okay, but I'm saying
you wanted to make it hard.
As soon as Jesse here starts yelling, soon as Jesse starts yelling and spitting, they should go, hey, we need to check, we need to get a medic over here to just check you out.
Bro,
like just for your own fucking safety. Because it's like, look, man, you might be having a fucking stroke. We don't know. That shit happens.
Bro, like
attack, whatever.
The last 3 times I got arrested, bro, like, it was always, I'm caught. Why the fuck am I gonna fight?
Yes, sir.
I'm too fucking fat to goddamn run.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna do is get to the cell fucking tired and beat the fuck up because they're gonna kick my ass for making them run. Bro, most of the time it was, yes, sir, my bad, all right, it's this, am I under arrest? You're under arrest, all right, turn around, you know what, you need to get 2 cuffs. Oh, you've been arrested before? Yes, sir. Give me 2 cuffs because my arms don't reach that far. And do me a favor, call the Crown Vic because I don't want to go in that Charger. Man, I'll have cops look at me like, you've been arrested before, haven't you?
He knows.
Yeah, damn right, motherfucker. Bring me that Crown Vic.
All I'm saying is, imagine during that nice civil little exchange, somebody came up and went, "Hey, let me throw let me put the stethoscope up on your chest real quick. Breathe in, you know what I mean? Fucking everything feel all right? Can you see my finger? Good. Hey, there's a raspiness in your upper bronchial. You might want to get that checked out.
Yeah, I love that shit.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
that would be beneficial because in the scenario with Floyd, that would have been the medic would have been on their way because the problem was they were coming from, I believe, a firehouse.
Yeah.
And
30 minutes away.
They weren't even that. They were like 10 minutes away. But the point is, if you're talking about a time limit shorter than 10 minutes, 10 minutes is long enough.
Yeah, bro. But I like the shit that you said. It was like, hey, sir, double cuffs, Crown Vic, please, whatever. You're like ordering at Luby's, gravy on the side. But I was like, you've been here before.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'll have cops like rookie step back.
You're a regular at Luby's, huh?
Let's get it, motherfucker.
I mean, we're not that far, dude. What are they doing right now? They're already taking DNA. If you don't, what's the word? If you don't accept a breathalyzer, they'll just take your DNA.
Bro, but like...
That's what happened my last
I mean,
but what you get is these motherfuckers that come out on the news, on social media. First, there's 2 different kinds of people that like to talk shit about that. Rich people that may have lived in the hood in the past, but now live in gated communities where they don't have to deal with this shit anymore.
Yeah.
And people that have never been in that situation ever.
This is a fucking thing. Once they can become rich, they're like, oh, you shouldn't say this about this. You fucking made a living trashing this, and that. Now you don't want people to trash this, and that. Fuck you.
Bro, I got friends that I know if they get arrested, it's going to be a fucking problem for the cops. I know. Right off the fucking back, this guy's going to give the cops problems if they arrest him. Bro, you're talking, then their solution is, well, we should have social workers interact with them before the cops get there. Yeah, until you get about 6 social workers shot, and then you say, well, maybe we should arm the social workers.
Yeah.
So they're safer. And then they start shooting people, and then what the fuck do you got?
Dude,
Back to the fucking cops?
Bachelor's degree to every cop.
Look,
film. Sociology,
I say layers this shit. Let the social worker go talk to him first. Don't get me wrong. Have the cop standing out on the fucking curb. You know what I mean?
Cuff him first, though.
So when
Two
he
cuffs.
gets shot, the cop can react to now it's a threat to the public.
Hey, look, I genuinely believe there needs to be some risk if we're going to have any freedom in society. And look, occasionally you're going to run into, like, not just somebody who is unstable, but somebody who is unpredictably unstable.
Exactly.
Because, like, look, let's say 99 out of 100, you can tell who's going to be a fucking problem. We've had this conversation,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Jesse.
They have to get paid.
Pulling
more.
up in Austin, Jesse's fucking plastered out there saying tranny jokes.
Yeah.
They roll up. Somebody probably pull him to the side, like, look, I know this guy. He's a little crazy. So go ahead. Start spitting on him. Start fucking telling somebody run over
Aim
his
at
foot.
the badge.
I mean, would you say it's a self-proclaimed prophecy? All those sci-fi movies from the 70s till now, you know.
Kinda.
Well, all it
You
tells
know,
you
you
is,
have-
man, these are
you have a
thoughts.
drone
These are conversations we should have been having a long time
Oh yeah, a
ago.
long time ago.
And we
definitely.
were. And then they were saying we're crazy. That could never happen.
Now everyone's wearing a fucking tinfoil hat.
That could never happen.
I
What are
mean,
you
we're not that
talking
far
about?
away from drone-based armies. Boston Dynamics, Raytheon,
Well,
the
okay,
government.
let's step
They're
back.
all working on these.
Let's step back a little bit, take the tinfoil hat
Yeah,
off, and,
yeah, let me take a little
let's
bit.
pick up a book again. Used to be back in the fucking 60s and 70s.
1984.
Some sci-fi author would write some shit. This is after that. Like, that was back in the day where it's like, oh, you're trying to talk about real things in sci-fi? That's for children.
You're crazy.
But back in the 60s and 70s, like, some sci-fi author would write a book with a political bent to it where it's like, look, I want to
Exactly.
explore
That's how it
this.
starts.
I want to explore this idea. And then another author would come along and go, I think you got some things wrong. How about this angle on it? And you go, okay, now we kind of have a cultural conversation that's going on. You know what I mean?
And that's how Scientology came about.
Oh, yeah, some guy was sitting back going,
He was a science.
I can make money off of this.
Nobody
doing,
did a little.
I'm making a religion.
Dude, nobody ever did any research and say, he used to write comic books, right? Like,
Or he used to
sounds
write-
about the same.
He used to write dirty comic books.
Oh, dirty.
I don't know where I heard it that supposedly him and Crawley were scientists together,
Wow.
and that
No, I
they
don't.
opened up a portal.
We're talking about Scientology, the guy that started
It's-
Hubbard board.
They were years apart. Like, it's quite possible that maybe as a young man, Hubbard may have, like, been somewhere that Crowley was at, but I
He
highly
has,
doubt.
he has a world record of best. I'm sorry, not best.
Most books
published.
published.
That's
Herbert,
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
did you hear when Tom said that he sold a piece of his boat for like thousands of dollars?
Oh yeah, a while
He
back.
found a piece of his boat in an auction, caught it real cheap, and found out where it was from. Ended up selling it to some Scientologists. He sold it to some.
Nice.
Dude, I worked at the Scientology building here in Hardingen. Like, I worked as
There's-
landscaping. I was working with a guy that was contracted through them.
Right.
And this guy was trying to give me the whole rundown. Like, yeah, bro, they even took me in to do the test with the cans. Like, I had to hold the cans. Yeah, you have to hold cans and it reads your energy. Like, oh, no. See, when I mentioned that, this meter, all the high shit. Like, answering their questions. Well, like, the entry level to get into Scientology, the book was $250. But they told you, don't worry about it. We're here to spread the word, so we'll put you on a payment plan. And then, even though if you rack up more books, we'll put you on another payment plan. So you're constantly paying these motherfuckers to get their books.
Yeah.
And, like, the higher you go, the more it costs. Like, the more books, like I looked at it like, bro, you're paying me $7.25 an hour. Like, I can't invest in another religion right now.
Yeah.
Like,
On another religion,
I can't invest.
like the one I go to already, just asking for donations.
You got to realize
like,
that Hubbard was a fucking salesman before he became I mean, along with all the other crazy shit he did, he was a fucking salesman, like a door-to-door fucking, like,
Yeah.
let me sell you these encyclopedias. Just deal, you know?
Maybe-
But the thought is like, how do people believe in this? But bro, they had numbers.
They believe
In
in
a
anything.
small town in Hardingen, they had numbers, bro. They
believe
would
it.
fill up a congregation of people, of families that didn't send their kids to school. They were all homeschooled. The father was an investor, but he was also connected to the church. The mother would stay, take care of the kids, raise them through their books, their teachings.
Okay.
Like, they weren't teaching them school shit. They were teaching them their teachings. Like, an entire fucking society of people in this town.
I want to start a religion, dude. Honestly,
In the ass crack of Texas, there's Scientology.
dude, I can't believe any Mexican will fucking join Scientology. But
Dude, Mexicans, Asians, white, there was everybody in there.
Do you know how many
they're worldwide
Mormons there
now,
are
right?
down here?
And I have never seen them at a Walmart. You know, like, you would think you would run into these people. I saw them all the time. Never seen them out in public. I've never ran into anybody from that church ever in my
They
life.
can't afford to go shopping, man.
Bro, they can afford whatever the fuck they want. Like, people, Mercedes Benzes,
Yeah,
BMWs.
As
buy
long
them
as
by the
you're on the
pallets,
top
right,
side
right.
of the pyramid, it's a good scheme.
Okay, so if they charge you up the ass, you're like a janitor or a gardener or like a
To be honest, this is how we finally get kicked off YouTube.
a grave digger like I used to be. And then they tell me this is gonna improve your life.
You were a grave digger?
I was a grave digger.
You said you did it once.
One summer.
Once.
Yeah. But I don't know if I said
once.
this, but we used to have to dig graves like when it's like really crowded and they couldn't get the machinery in.
Yeah.
So we had to dig, and we'd find old skeletons and everything, and we'd just put them in a hefty bag and put it under the new grave or the new casket.
Wow.
And just cover it with. I had a skull that was perfect, and I put it to the side. I was like, I'm gonna take it. They're like, no, you can't. Demons will follow you. And I was like, they're gonna fucking tell on me. I didn't want to lose my job at the time. I wouldn't give a fuck right now.
Bro, I had an uncle that was buried alive. And we had another uncle that was like a brujo. He says he's a brujo. And he kept saying that he had dreams that he was buried alive, He was
Did
getting
they dig him up?
So they went and they kind of like grave robbed it. Like they went at night, they dug it up, and they opened up the casket, and he had scratches on the coffin, and his hands were in a different, like his hands were like scratching or trying to get out. So my uncle took the picture. Well, he ended up getting raided, and when the cops went through all the stuff, they found that picture, and so they were gonna arrest him for a murder. Like, why do you have pictures of a skeleton? Like they were like pulled up the whole file. Like, you have all these pictures. Like, who the hell's this guy? You killed somebody? And like, yeah, dude, it's crazy shit. But he got buried alive.
Dude, that sounds like a crazy ass like Halloween decoration, like a coffin. You lift the lid and the nails just come with it.
Oh. They said that it was kind of like a bruja thing, like a bruja cursed him, and that's
why they thought he was dead.
Yeah,
Wow.
and then they buried him. But I guess like in Mexico they don't embalm him. Like they just throw him in the hole.
And that's why you want to be cremated, kids.
Yeah, my great aunt was in Mexico.
I would want to wake up in the oven at least. Like hope to God that guy's on the other side of the door.
It'll be a split second. You'll be like, "Why does my ass?" All right, we're coming up on our time limit here.
God damn, that was quick.
That's quick. I mean, I don't know what the
Fuck
Time flies when you're having fun with conspiracy theories.
Hell yeah.
Fuck, I didn't even say anything, dude. I'm too sober to be commenting.
We didn't even get to the reptilians.
The reptilians.
we're not there yet. Make it a two-parter. Cut it in half.
Hey, we didn't talk about the Jon Stewart and fucking what's his name?
Jon Stewart is a national treasure.
Yeah.
He should
And
never quit.
what's the other guy's name? Colbert.
Colbert.
Yeah, Jon Stewart came out in his shows straight up saying, like, yeah, the disease was built in a lab. Why don't you ask the people at the Wuhan novel coronavirus building and tell them fucking Jon Stewart was jumping through hoops? No,
You know what,
Colbert was jumping through hoops trying to shut him up.
You're not the only the other guy that sent me the link said the same thing, and I've seen that posted, and it's like, I don't think Colbert was trying that hard.
I knew from the
I
start.
think he basically was like, "Hey, John, you don't have a career. Come on, just
You can't get canceled.
yeah."
Bro, like, I don't know. Like, he looked worried. Like, when he just kept trying to deny, like, Jon Stewart's telling you everything. Like, if there was a chocolate outbreak in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Here's how you know this was planned, man. When they cut on the, don't get me wrong, maybe they got great fucking stage crew, and when Stewart walked forward, they were like, put on the light. But like when they put on that spotlight when he walked up to the camera, that's how I was like, oh, they planned this, man. This was not some, like, don't be
Well,
wrong.
you have to remember, there's like 100 lights up there, pointed in every single freaking direction.
Yeah, you also have to remember Colbert is an improv actor. Like, it's, yeah.
He is a bad motherfucker when he tries to be funny on conspiracies. Like, he'll go into it like he's way into
I recommend to everyone here, if you haven't seen it, Strangers with Candy. Great fucking series. Amy Sedaris, I believe, was in that one. But, Anthony, tell them where you're at, man.
Anthony Nino on Facebook, Anthony Nino 19 on TikTok, and on OnlyFans, Balls of Glory 956.
I like that.
Smashing cakes with them balls.
Approved.
Approved.
Okay, that is the next project. Smashing cakes with balls. Instead of like, what do you call it? Cake farts?
Yeah.
Ball smooshing.
I don't think this is as appealing as a nice ass smashing cake.
I think if you added like points for like airtime, like if you swing them up and then like and they hang and then come down.
Like, I want to see you jump out the top rope and land
from the free throw line.
Dude, it's like what's the long jump and skiing where it's like it's not just how technical you do it, it's like how much air you can keep. Just saying.
Damn.
Dude, my balls are getting longer, so I might.
If you can get your balls to do like a little twist, like
Holy shit! No,
Dude,
that's how you can
Yeah.
contort it genitals.
Oh, man.
that's what I'm saying.
Like
There's
if-
a risk
like
factor.
if I
Dude,
had
it's
a
like
nice
gymnastics. You can break your neck if you come down wrong, but it looks good if you pull it off.
Like, if I had a nice cock, I would
like
have an
this.
OnlyFans where I just put my dick and stuff. Like, you know, like a loaf of bread, just shove it in there.
A baked potato.
Fucking an ice cream.
Hi, I'm
container,
Anthony.
just
This
shove
is
your
my
dick in
assistant
there.
stuff.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
If I had a nice cock. Right now,
No,
it's not very appealing.
honestly, an ice cream container, either you have to put the ice cream in the microwave or you have to have a
No,
fever.
I'm gonna fucking just...
So I could just dig
just
in
gonna
there.
fucking soldier
Because
dive
that's
him.
hard, dude.
No,
You say
okay.
fever.
First of all, you go with
fever.
Jesse. This is why you go with sherbet.
Like those satisfying videos,
Creamier.
like where they step on stuff.
Oh
Yeah, but just put my dick in weird stuff. I don't know, like a fucking cactus.
Joseph, where can
Season
people
finale.
find you doing freaky
Where can
shit?
people find me? You can find me on Instagram at Joseph Soto Comedy and Twitter for Joseph Soto Comedy. And you can hit me up on the Recall Productions page, where I'm also a co-host of the Not Suitable for Listeners podcast and the Don't Stop Believing podcast.
Or
Thank
just
you.
try to punch it through a iceberg lettuce, you know? Like, I don't know.
That's got to be strong. You got to be strong. You got to have like that strong.
Dude, like a rotten yam.
Do you work your way?
A rotten yam.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you work your way up to cabbage?
Yeah.
Oh God.
That's a hard one.
Doing dick push-ups.
Oh, you have to take 3 Viagra's for the cabbage.
Oh.
Fuck yeah, man.
Sean? No.
Sean, where can they find you?
You can find me, or you can get in touch with me at hatfieldstandup@gmail.com, and you can find me on Hatfield Standup on all your favorite social medias, and some of the ones you don't like as well.
Yeah. Or like a rubber glove filled with fucking like shaving cream. Like, I don't know. Oh, okay, we're done with this.
No, that's too soft.
That's just off.
Too soft.
Yeah, that's just for your own pleasure. That's not for the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see where he's coming from.
Yeah.
Throw piñata? Fuck it. No.
We have right there.
Once again, that was a Vulgar Display of Podcast. Thank you all very much for tuning
Thank
in.
you.
Jesse?
You
No.
can find me on payday, probably in a gutter in Harlingen.
Yeah. Like an American, huh?
Aztec Ginger on Twitter. I'm starting using it again. I actually commented on that thing where John Cena was
Talking
sorry.
Chinese?
Sorry, yeah, he was sorry for
Calling
claiming
Taiwan
that,
a country?
Yeah, I'm like, I agree with him, dude. I don't even count them as people. It's pretty much a stable.
God damn. They have freedom, Jesse. they don't want to let it go.
You call that freedom?
Not for long. China just did their largest invasion of Taiwanese airspace ever, so that could be fun.
You're about to see those protest signs go down real fast.
That's thousands of miles away. I don't give a shit, dude. I don't even give a shit if people get shot in McAllen. I don't give a fuck. God damn.
And if people want to talk to you about that, Aztec
Shout out to my
Ginger
cousin.
on Twitter. Yes.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna start. Aztec Ginger. Don't worry for my 2 fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 of them died, but
One of them's a kid with
Yeah.
autism.
I got like
Don't
2
come
more.
untucked, boys.
Yes.
Aztec Ginger.
Yeah.
And if-
Aztec Ginger.
If you'd like to tell us about your comments on Jesse's behavior,
Yeah, Jesse Lopez 9975 on mostly everything. Look it up.
If you donate to our Patreon, we will punch Jesse in the face every time he mentions a tranny joke.
Not my nose, my eyes, or my mouth.
Yeah, no. Just his forehead.
Punch me in the side. Yeah,
On the forehead.
forehead, side of the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then we'll donate that to any charity of your choice
Yeah.
during Pride Month.
Because I bounced my head off of one of these tables, right?
Yeah, it's right over there.
Yeah, I bounced my head off of that. Dude, funny story. I was at a bar with
You
my
don't
girlfriend
remember a
and
thing,
friend of mine. Huh? And I fell down. I don't know if I said the story in the podcast, but I fell down on a table, and the table smashed. Dude, and I got up. I was bleeding from my mouth because I cut my lips in from my teeth. And the manager comes over. He's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think I'm okay." And I'm bleeding from my mouth. He's like, "Let me look at your mouth." And I was like, "Look." And he's like, "Oh my god, all your teeth are crooked." And I was like, "They were like that." They were already like that, man. He's
That's
like,
genetics,
"Oh,
man."
okay, he bought me a shot, and we had a great time.
Don't sue me.
Yeah, pretty much, man. That shot made the day.
So, from what we can tell, there is not any registered dental in Rivera, Brownsville. No.
Oh yeah. Instead of Patreon, fix my teeth.
Fix
I
his
think
teeth,
Jesse's
like
that
Cardi
guy.
B.
Jesse's that guy from Joyride at the end. You know that phone call? You know how they identify a body? They go through dental records. Like that. You seem like that kind of guy that wouldn't have a record at all.
No, that's true. I go to Mexico for my dental
By the
record.
way, that's a good classic movie.
I was
Paul
thinking
Walker.
more like
That
the
was
end of
pretty good.
Hannibal, just like, do you remember me, Dr. Lecter?
Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The book was great. That acid trip at the end, mwah, beautiful. If you'd like to reach out and get in touch with us, A vulgar display of podcasting at gmail.com, as well as a vulgar display of podcasting on Facebook and YouTube. Please like, share, subscribe. You can find the audio version on sounder.fm.
Hit that fucking bell.
Hit those notifications.
Hit that bell.
And then OnlyFans.
Goodness. I'll be fucking everything.
Apparently, on one of the drunken podcasts, I promised to start posting the episodes on Pornhub, so that might be a thing.
Dude, did you do that Ricky Walker Jr., whatever?
Yes, Wheeler Walker.
Wheeler Walker Jr. Yeah, he fucking
Probably
started
they
off his
busted
career
blood.
with
They
that
can
shit.
watch us talk.
Well,
some
he had a
shit
career, but jump started the rest of it.
Coming soon to a smut shop near you. All right, boys, we're out.
Yes, sir.
Rowdy.
You know.